3.3, the subjunctive verb. Now, we've already learned about subjunctive verbs, which we use in conjunction with certain constructs such as kawu or tela or ma. And remember, that is when we change the a of the verb to an e. And today we're just going to use it a way that we use the subjunctive verb when we try and connect different actions with each other. And so what we are using is we're going to use the subjunctive construct, but in this context it's going to mean and or and then. And this is only when we're using and in the context of actions following each other. When we talk about nouns, we'll use the construct na. So for example, in the sentence here where we're going to say, I wake up and then I wash and then I dress and then eat and then go to school, you will notice that the subject concord is connected still to each of those actions. But your first verb is still in the normal, what we call the indicative form, ndivuka. But all the verbs that following end on an E. So ndivuka, ndihlambe, ndinxibe, nditye, ndiye esikolweni. And so you will notice also that it's very important to pronounce our verbs clearly. That a for the ndivuka and then that e for the ndihlambe, as it helps to indicate that these are either things happening, actions happening at the same time, or actions happening the one after the other. The same rule applies when we're talking in terms of commands. So remember, with a command we don't use that subject concord. So for example, we're standing in front of a group of children in the class and we want to say sit down, hlalani phansi. But if you now want them to follow that up with other actions, again the next verb vule, which is vula, means to open, the vule, that e indicates that it's an action that's following. So sit down and open your books, hlalani phansi nivule incwadi zenu. Our next example is useful in a medical setting, although maybe also in a social setting. Undress and climb on the bed. Your verb for undress, kulula, again ending on that A. And you can also say kulula I jacket or kulula I jumper. And then the next action is to climb on. Ukwela would be the normal indicative verb, and now we're ending that verb on an E, ukwele. So kulula ukwele ebedini, which means undress or take off your clothes and climb on the bed.